here on FS1. So let's head over check-in with Colin today. Hey, Colin, what's on the show?
Drew Brees is not coming back for a while for the Saints, and why that is amazing news for New Orleans Super Bowl hopes. That's coming up.
All right, Colin, looking forward to it. Well, guys, James Harden missed training camp with the Rockets by spending time in Atlanta and Las Vegas, where he was seen on social media going out to parties. When asked what he was doing there, Harden said he was training for the start of the season. When asked why those two cities, he simply responded, quote, "Just my personal trainers." So, Shannon, do you believe him?
Hell no. Skip, you know when they gave you the date when training camp was going to open. And can you imagine in spring training or football, the training camp is going to open, and they say, well, where are you, son? Well, I'm training. You supposed to have got that done and showed up here. So who is his personal trainer? Joey Chestnut? Kobayashi? Competitive eating? So until he gets right, his new name is James Hardy's, because all he been competitive eating is fast food.
Oh, you got jokes?
Yeah, I do got jokes, because I'm upset at James Harden, because he told that bold-faced lie, and he expect people to believe him. So what was the trainer? Lil Baby his trainer? When he walked in there with that duffel bag full of money, and he gave him that Richard Mille, and he had all that Dior stuff. So was that a trainer where he was at?
Well, you used to go to Vegas to train, right?
Man, just stop it, James Harden. Man, stop this foolishness. Just say, look here, man, I'm upset. I don't want to be in Houston anymore, and I'm boycotting, and so I'm holding out. That's what I did. But don't get nobody that bull job talking about you training.
Yeah, what kind of fools does he take us for? Yeah, just own it. Just own it. You know, a body language expert would have had a field day with his press conference yesterday, because the whole time he's talking, he's like running his hand through his hair. He's looking over here, and he's looking down. It's just like lie detectors going off like lie.
You came out better say, I don't talk to pawns.
No, I don't talk to pawns. That's how it came across, right?
That's ridiculous.
He went from bad to worse.
You know good well, Skip, training camp opens up, and you talk about, well, I ain't coming to training camp. I'm still working with my trainer. What? Really, James? Do you expect us to believe that? James Harden, you know better than this, man. You need to stop this foolishness. I'm disappointed he said it. And I think the media might have been believing it too, Skip.
No.
You don't think they believed it?
No.
Well, I know I didn't believe it.
I don't think you guys fell for it.
No,
I
ain't nobody fell for that mess.
like to do some training in Las Vegas as well. You know, there must be a lot to do there, guys. He's going to have to get back into shape. That is joining us this morning. Chris, how did LeBron and the Lakers look?
Well, obviously it was a shaky start. LeBron looked like he was a little bit out of shape. He got an early breather, and then he came in and obviously played fine, and they got rid of that early deficit and went on to win. But, you know, you don't make too much out of preseason games, especially for an established team like the Lakers. They're not going to go all out. But there were some things I took from it. One, the floor spacing really stood out to me. Like, that, to me, it looked like the floor was more spread out than usual, and that's because of the presence of Marc Gasol. He's a very good three-point shooter, shot over 38% from three last year. So it looks like with him as their starting center, they're really going to spread the floor out, and you know what that means for LeBron James. I mean, with the lane wide open like that, I think he's going to have a free way to the basket whenever he wants it. That'll obviously open up three-point shots for him as well. Dennis Schroeder, same thing. He should be able to get into the paint when he wants to. So that's one of the things that stood out. Secondly, they have some really great passers. Obviously, LeBron, you start with. But Marc Gasol, another great passer. That full-court, over-the-head pass he made off a rebound in the second quarter for an easy layup was tremendous. Dennis Schroeder is a good passer. So we've heard about, you know, last year LeBron had to make all the plays. This year he's going to have other guys who can make plays, which should lighten the load on him. I expect to see, at moments, a clinic from the Lakers in terms of their passing offensively. And then thirdly, last year, we know when LeBron was off the floor, their offense fell apart. The numbers show that they went into the tank. I don't think that'll be the case this year. Obviously, they won't be as good as when LeBron's on the floor. But with THT, Taylor, Horton Tucker, I don't want to put too much on him. But the other guys I already mentioned, I think they've got more playmakers. And the guys like Caruso and that second unit, they're going to be better than last year because they're more confident. They got it done at the highest level. So those are some of the things that I was trying to really look at and read about this upcoming season rather than just the final score and who's scoring and things like that. So I thought it was it's been a pretty good preseason for the Lakers, 3-0, and LeBron and AD have hardly played.
3-0. Horton gives a hoop.
It's over.
Yeah, Horton. O-T-A-T. He about to detonate. You know, T-A-T and T-N-T on dynamite.
THT on TNT. Yep. He's got next.
Skip, Chris, I agree with you because LeBron was got a little gassed early, but that's to be expected. It was a very short, and you have to monitor yourself. You can't go all out because they condensed the season because you just ended 71 days ago, and now you're right back at it in about 5 days, I think next Tuesday. So, you know, it's gonna be a slow build. It's not like he, 25 pounds. He just needs to get his lungs. He needs to get his legs re-engaged to what's about to happen. But I love what I saw also. I love the bench play. Kyle Kuzma going to make me take back everything I ever said bad about him. And I've said quite a few. But I'm willing to amend my statement and be on Team Kuz. Because right now he looking real good. He will let that thing go. And Trez Harrell, we already know Trez going to run to the front of the rim, get us some extra possessions. But I agree with you. I think our second unit will be better this year. They know what's expected of them, and they have the confidence that we talked about. Now, Skip and I discussed earlier, and I will let Skip talk about that, but Schroeder talking about he going to be the starting point guard. I don't know what team he's thinking they're going to do that on, but that's not going to be the Lakers. But I like what I saw once LeBron got his legs up under him. The second quarter, I believe, is the LeBron James that we're going to see come Tuesday night in the first 4 quarters.
It's only 5 days away.
Don't worry about what time it is. You'll get yours. Watch this triple-dub on Kawhi, Paul George here.
So I'm here to announce it's over.
There you go.
It's going to be Lakers in a landslide. It's a cakewalk. They are by far the best team, or so it looked in stretches last night. They did look very good. And I will give you, their bench just seemed to have more firepower to it.
Juice.
After LeBron James went LeVar Ball on THT, that poor kid, but he's starting to live up to it. I just don't think he's ever going to live up to flat-out special. He might be fairly special on your shock troop team, on your second unit. Okay, I will give you that. He's a weird-looking dude to me, but boy, he can go.
He put the ball in the basket.
6'4", 234, and it's all in his upper body because he's got slender legs. It's sort of Harden-esque to me because he's got 7'1" wingspan, but he can attack the rim. So I give you that. He can't shoot a three to save his life, but maybe that won't matter. Okay, so back to our man LeBron. I will say, and I appreciate that Chris opened up with this, I was stunned at how out of condition LeBron James was because I have the highest regard for him as not only Iron Man, but somebody who really dedicates himself to his fitness. And I do think, because it's the shortest offseason ever, I think he celebrated a championship that really meant, I think it was the one that was his favorite, to go to the bubble and win this.
Right.
I'm not sure he thought he'd ever win another one, and he got a big one.
Oh, we know we're going to win another one. We're going to win another one.
All right, so there were a lot of cigars. There was nightly wine. There was even a little tequila here and there. And I'm not sure, even though he posted a couple of videos back in the lab, I'm not sure he was back in the lab. I think he's in the backyard playing horse with Bronny, and it's just not the same. So he got a little bit out of shape, and last night, early on, he looked like he was on December 30th about to turn 38 or 39 instead of, what is he going to be, 36. Okay. And I was just a little stunned by his first few misses because they looked out of sync, out of whack, a little awkward looking. If we could just see quickly his first 4 misses, it just didn't look like LeBron. And as Vogel said after the game, he just didn't have his legs underneath him. And LeBron, no, that's a bad idea. And then we got the first LeBrick logo 3.
We tried to bank that in.
Wait, that hit the glass first.
Yeah, we tried to do that.
He called bank. That's right. Boop, in and out. That was a LeBrick.
That's okay.
And then he did come back in the second quarter after he waved out of the game with about 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. He waved to him, and then they showed him on the bench. He was heaving, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you always say, there's nothing like this to substitute for actually playing NBA basketball. So he did look a little better, and then he did take, if we could see the next logo 3, which was at the buzzer of halftime. Well, we just got to see it.
We don't have to see it.
It's my favorite shot of the night. And I got it.
Terrible.
I got this.
You're terrible.
I got this. I pulled up, and he hit nothing but air. I think it might have ticked the side of the rim, but I'm not sure.
We're getting all these bugs out. We're getting all these